G'day folks, my name's Peter Hobson. I'm speaking to you next to the Brisbane River in the land of the Yagara and the Turrbal people. And so I want to pay respects to our traditional custodians and give them thanks for the care they've given this place over many thousands of years. In this time of Lent leading up to Easter, one of the things that is important for disciples to do is to slow down and to take the time to see things more clearly. In the busyness of the world in which we live, sometimes we take things for granted and we assume things that may not be the case. There's a story in the middle of Mark chapter 8 where a blind man comes to Jesus and wants to see things clearly. So Jesus takes him by the hand and leads him outside of the village, outside of his comfort zone. And then he touches his eyes. And he asks the man, what do you see? And the man says, I can see things, but it's all foggy, and I see people, but they look like trees walking around. And so Jesus touches his eyes again for a second time. And then the text tells us the man has his eyes open to see things clearly. I'm reminded as I stand by the river, this is near where I live, that this is my comfort zone. This is a place I know really well. It's a place I'm very familiar with. But if I want to see things clearly, sometimes I need to have the courage to step into places that I'm not comfortable with, places where things may not seem very clear. And by doing so, by stepping into those spaces, my hope and my prayer is that Jesus will open my eyes, that I'll be able to see things differently. The journey of Lent is a journey towards the cross. And the hope is that we might see things differently because of the power of what the cross means for us. That the things of this world that we take for granted, the things of this world that we treasure and we admire and we value, perhaps these things need to be looked at differently. And so my prayer for you this Easter, this Lent, is that the journey towards the cross will give us the time and the opportunity to have our eyes opened to see things the way Jesus does.
Dayspring, a life that gives us light from on